So last week I had this huge goal that I was going to document this freelance project that I've been working on. I had 16 shirts that I had to shoot, 19 total photos. There were some extra things that I had to take. I figured I already had to do it, so like, why not get a video out of it? I had everything set out in front of me. I made a goal for myself that I was gonna finish this in 3 hours. Everything was gonna be shot, it was gonna be edited, it was gonna be perfect, and I was gonna be done, and then I could just spend the rest of the night doing whatever. Not that I really have anything going on anyways. And spoiler alert, I failed. I completely and utterly failed. The goal was 3 o'clock and I finished at 1 a.m. So it was done. Benny's getting to Benjamin, but whoo boy, did I not meet my goal at all. And I was giving myself a really hard time because I thought that the reason that I wasn't successful was because I didn't put in enough effort with the video. I had this realization that effort is completely pointless if you don't deliver. Now folks, before I continue, I have to invite you to the Watch Through Club. Those are the people that start at the beginning of the video and watch all the way through, no skipping through. Everybody that joins, and we're a very cool club, will have a chance to win a free t-shirt. So as I was working on this project, I realized that I had a lot of cool shots. I was having a good time, because typically I like to have everything laid out in front of me. And I decided to approach this project a little bit differently, where I was just gonna document what I was doing. I wasn't going to be like, first I have to do this, and then this, and then this, and then this. The structure was not rigid at all. Early on, I could tell that I probably wasn't going to finish around 3 o'clock. I adjusted it, I was like, you know, it's okay to not meet the goal completely because that would be an interesting video. But then gradually, the photography work got harder and harder. It wasn't necessarily that things changed, it's just I was doing like photo after photo after photo after photo, and it got monotonous. But I still felt the pressure to finish this project. I mean, the freelance project had to get done. I had a clear deadline that it needed to be done by the next day. And the video in turn, like the added pressure of doing that, it wasn't helping at all. I did eventually finish, but at that point, at 1 a.m., I just had no juice left in me whatsoever to do anything. That's a lot of work. And then the next morning I woke up and I knew I would have to just scrounge together and put this thing into a video package to release the next day. And I was like, no, I don't want to do this. I spent a lot of time yesterday working on this video and I haven't been able to relax. And I was pretty upset with myself. Kind of as the day went on, I just got more disappointed. I was like, I wish I had just tried harder. I wish I had just given it more effort to actually put something out there. If I did, then I could have seen how it performed, how it was received, and really been able to determine if it was worth it at that point. The difficulty of the execution isn't the point, it's the actual executing that matters. So this got me thinking, maybe there's a way I can craft these videos a little bit better. I've talked about some of this before, but I kind of went back to the drawing board a little bit. I've tried a bunch of different ways to make all these videos. I've written full scripts where I have the action lines, the scene headings, even down to the specific sound effects. I've done shot lists. I've tried the 5-paragraph essay format. What you're watching right now is basically a 5-paragraph essay format, but not scripted out, just bullet points for me to kind of ramble. I found that all of them can help, they can work. But ultimately for me, I want to just lower the barrier to entry to create and just make something. If I have an idea about something and I see it in my head, I visualize the whole thing, the longer it takes me to get there, the fuzzier that end picture tends to be. I want to be deliberate, but I also really want to be efficient. I think templates are great because there's structure there and there's some things you can point to. There's like waypoints, there's markers that I can see, all right, I just have to get through this thing and then I can do this, and then this, and then this, and then this. But kind of like I was saying, I was enjoying just kind of documenting something that I was already doing. I didn't have to put a whole bunch of thought into it has to look a certain way. It was mostly just like, well, this might look kind of cool, maybe I'll try that out. I think the next part is inspiration can't be timed. I wish I could wake up at a certain time or set a weekly calendar event in my Google Calendar and be like, this is the idea time, this is the idea zone. We're making ideas happen in this specific time right here. But it just doesn't work that way. I get ideas whenever. There's no real rhyme or reason to it. And it sucks too when you get like ideas at inconvenient times. I think the most inconvenient times for me, it's like right before I go to bed is always the thing. And it's like I have to say, you know, the name of the thing, remind me to do this. And then when I wake up in the morning and it does remind me, I don't really understand like what it was saying. Like what does that mean? Sometimes it'll happen like in the middle of a workout and I'll have to stop the workout and write it down in my notes app on my phone. Or the worst is like when it happens while I'm working, because it's like I get super excited about wanting to work on this personal project, but I have obligations in my career that are just as important, that I have to work on them. There are some ways that I've been able to inspire myself, just like manufactured inspiration. I've been able to manufacture some inspiration in some ways. Typically that'll happen like if I'm journaling, or like I said, when I work out, sometimes that just clears the mind and allows me to think through something. But then I like don't remember always to write the idea down in the right way, and it's a whole thing. But the workout does help to inspire ideas. I think also just getting out of my usual routine, whether it's just for a weekend, like if I go on a hike or a bike ride or something, that's helped me just get away from the usual space that I'm always in. I took off last week because I felt defeated. I felt like the video just wasn't good enough. And I want to do less of that, because like even if something I think is absolute garbage, like the video I'm working on right now, to tell you the truth, this thing that you're watching, I don't love it. I'm not like thrilled with this idea because I think it could be more concrete and specific. But I want to put stuff like this out there because I think it's important to be able to let the audience decide if it's good enough or not. It's not about determining the value of my work by just how it performs online. But there is an element of it's like I'm talking to you guys, you watching this video, and I do value if you get something out of this, if it's helpful or not. If I can inspire you to do anything, it's along the theme of my channel, just show up. It's to just put the dang video out there. Even if you think it's garbage, hopefully it's not offensive or toxic or dangerous or anything. Please don't do something like that. Let it go. Let it explore the world. Oh my God, what am I saying? Oh, worst case scenario, you can delete it. I've definitely thought of that before. I don't think I've actually deleted video. Well, I've hidden videos, and if you want to see those videos, you can check them out on Patreon. Another thing that's really frustrating is sometimes it's the videos that take the least amount of effort that actually do really well. Not all the times, but like, a tweet that I put out there will get crazy traction, but a video that I spent weeks working on gets like 30 views. And that's fine. That's part of the whole process. But it's like, that's my point, is if you don't know what's gonna work unless you actually put things out there and learn from it. All right, this meeting of the Watch Through Club has officially come to order. If you would like a free t-shirt from me by Pistol Lake is not endorsing this by any means possible, but if you would like a free t-shirt, comment below the 3 times that I said were inconvenient times to get inspired. So like when I come up with an idea, what were the 3 things that I mentioned that, it sucks to get inspired during that time. Once this video gets to 100 views, I will select all of the people that were correct and randomly choose someone through a computer random number generator type thing, and that person will get a free t-shirt from Pistol Lake.